sekali lagi ya. Selamat malam semuanya. Yes, good evening everyone and welcome to At America, the US Embassy's American Center. Yes, thank you so much. Loving the energy in this room this evening. How's everyone doing? All good? Great. Ready for tonight? Yes, so first and foremost, everyone, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ara, and I will be the host for this evening's event. And our event for now is the showcase of the FJI Jazz Summit 2025. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. But before we start our performance for this evening, we will be listening to an opening remark that will be delivered by the director of At America. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pak Abraham Lee.
What's up? What's up? Selamat malam. Semuanya. I think I have some bapak ibu in the crowd and some teman-teman, adik-adik. If I was in church, I think it's saudara, saudari, yeah? Welcome to At America. Perkenalkan, nama saya Abraham Lee, director for At America. I've been in Indonesia for about 2 years now. And I met Chico when I first got here. And so we're so very pleased that we could host tonight's showcase. And we've hosted multiple days for Forum Jazz Indonesia Jazz Summit 2025. I want to say welcome again to all of you and as well to some important guests tonight. We have the Director of Music from the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, Bak Amin Abdullah. Welcome. We have... Welcome, welcome. We have Rouge all the way from France, so thank you so much for coming. They're going to be performing at the Institut Français tomorrow, so definitely check them out. We want to thank all of our partners that have made the Jazz Summit possible, including the Istituto Italiano, Embassy of Switzerland, and all of the really amazing partners that make an event like this happen. What's really cool, as I met Chico a couple of years ago, was, here's an Indonesian guy who's really loves jazz and is promoting jazz in Indonesia and has taken an experience in the United States to really kind of take that and to shape kind of jazz in Indonesia. And what's really cool about jazz is that it has this very unique American heritage and yet has this very amazing global impact. Whether it's an Italian group we had last week, to an Indonesian group we're going to hear from tonight, to a French group that's going to be performing tomorrow night. And so really it's this kind of amazing kind of coming together of people to celebrate music, to celebrate culture, to celebrate jazz as their own form of expression. And so it's just a really cool art form, and I'm really glad that we could be hosting the Jazz Summit here at America. Because here at America, as the director, I get to do a really cool job, which is I get to be in this really cool place that is designed expressly to kind of share American culture with young Indonesians. And it's not just a one-way street, but it's an opportunity not only for me to present, but also to listen and to hear from you. And so why it's so important that we have a group like Lana Tiffanie Group here in Indonesia and to give them this platform to really express jazz through the Indonesian lens. And so I'm really glad that all of you could be here. This is a really great space for us to just kind of collaborate and explore, experience, and express, which is our tagline here at America. So enjoy tonight's performance. You're going to have an opportunity, I think, to meet Lana Tiffanie. Hopefully Rouge sticks around and you can talk to them afterwards. Talk to kind of myself or Chico or Bakamin. This is a great place for us to kind of come together. So welcome tonight. Enjoy tonight's program. And thank you so much again for coming.
Buat tepuk tangan sekali lagi untuk Pak Abraham Lee. Yes, thank you so much, Pak Abraham, for the very insightful opening remarks. And yes, it is always a pleasure for us here in At America to be collaborating with very amazing people like Forum Jazz Indonesia. Beri tepuk tangan untuk Forum Jazz Indonesia. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for our performer tonight? Are we ready? One more time, are we ready? Okay, so without further ado, please welcome Lana Tiffanie. Hi, Lana. Do you have your mic, Lana? Okay. So everyone, before Lana starts her performance, we will have a little chit chat. So I have here some questions for you, Lana. So Lana, can you share to us how you started your musical journey and why did you choose jazz?
Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good
It's
evening,
nice to be here
everyone.
tonight. Okay, so the question was
Oh yeah.
how I started my
So
musical
can
journey.
you tell us about your musical journey, how you
Okay.
started and why you specifically choose jazz? Jadi boleh dong Lana cerita perjalanan awal kamu memulai bermusik jazz dan kenapa sih memilih musik jazz?
Okay, so I started my musical journey from a very young age because my dad also loves music, especially jazz too. So I've been introduced to jazz from a very long time, but I started to get more serious learning jazz when I went to Pelita Harapan University studying jazz and pop performance as my major.
Do you remember? Boleh tepuk tangannya. Yes. Lana, do you remember how old you were when you start doing music?
I was in elementary, but I forgot my exact age.
Ya, berarti emang udah lama banget ya.
Yeah.
Since a very young age,
Yeah.
you've been doing music. That's amazing. So, Lana, tonight, what kind of music are you going to perform for us?
So tonight I'll be playing some of my recently released songs from my EP, my debut EP.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a mix of jazz and electronic music and a little traditional music elements inside of it. And also some of my unreleased originals that I hope I can release soon.
Is this your first time performing it here?
Yes, it's my first time
Oh,
here.
yay, we're gonna listen to Lana's EP, you everyone. Okay, my next question, Lana. Bagaimana sih Lana melihat perkembangan musik jazz dan juga untuk para musisi jazz yang ada di Indonesia untuk kedepannya?
Iya, melihat musisi jazz di Indonesia tuh apa ya? Melihat itu sangat senang sekali ya karena ada banyak sekali potensi musisi jazz even from very young age gitu ya. Melihat mereka bisa mengekspresikan diri mereka melalui musik itu sangat apa ya? Melihatnya sangat sukacita sih ya sebagai
Sukacita
seorang
ya.
musisi juga gitu.
Oke.
Iya.
Lana punya nggak sih? Do you have a favorite American jazz musician or jazz artist?
Jazz artist. I really like Bill Evans, pianist, and also Kenny Barron, also a jazz pianist.
Okay. Do you yourself have a dream collaboration with any artist?
Of course, ada banyak banget
Banyak
sebenarnya.
ya?
Iya.
Boleh dong
Cuman,
di-share, Lana.
yang paling ingin sebenarnya musisi-musisi dosen dari Universitas Pelita Harapan sendiri, hopefully bisa collab dengan mereka.
Oh, oke.
Iya.
Jadi para dosen dari UPH ya,
Iya.
teman-teman. Oke. So Lana, my next question, how do you hope your music resonates with the international audience attending this event tonight, watching online as well?
Yeah, I just hope that my music speaks something that you can grab and you can bring home tonight. I believe that making music and creating music and speaks a language in very different ways because we came from a very different background. I just want all of the audience here tonight can just enjoy my music and get something from it. Even if not,
Okay,
it's
yes.
okay. But I just hope you guys enjoy my music.
Yes, oke. So my next question for you, Lana. Forum Jazz Indonesia ini kan telah banyak membantu memberi platform untuk para musisi jazz Indonesia ya. Kalau Lana sendiri, how has Forum Jazz Indonesia helped you as an artist?
Iya, saya senang sekali bisa ada di sini. Ini semua karena bantuan dari Forum Jazz Indonesia. Terima kasih Mas Ciko untuk
Boleh
kesempatannya.
tepuk tangannya untuk Mas Ciko.
Iya, sebenarnya saya sempat kaget gitu ditawarkan main di sini karena ini sebuah kesempatan yang sangat-sangat berharga buat perjalanan bermusik aku sendiri, karena ini juga marks my panggung perdana,
Yes.
performing my
Oh,
own
this is
EP.
perdana.
Iya, perdana.
Oh, oke. Tepuk tangan lagi.
Iya.
Perdananya di At America
Iya.
ya, Lana. It's such an honor for us. Oke, do you wanna add more?
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here tonight. I just hope that you guys can enjoy my music. And I want to thank Mas Ciko one more time, and also Kak Indrawan as my dean to make this night possible for me. I'm also very thankful for all of you guys here that can spare your time to watch my music. I just hope that you like it.
Oke, tepuk tangan untuk Forum Jazz Indonesia. Oke, Lana, I have one last question for you. Can you please give us a advice or maybe words of motivation for those who want to pursue a career in music, specifically in jazz?
Okay, a little advice. I just want to say that once you get inside of jazz world, it's hard for you to get out of it because it's really fun, it's really liberating, and you can it can serve as a place for you to express your feelings in a lot of ways, a lot of different ways. Gitu.
Okay, thank you so much, Lana.
Thank you so much.
One more question. Are you ready to perform?
Hopefully.
Is everyone ready here? Oke, boleh tepuk tangan untuk Lana Tiffanie.
Okay. So the first two songs were a part of my debut EP. My debut EP is called Either Or, and the first song was Mimosa, and the second one was Either Or. So before we continue with the whole performance tonight, I just want to introduce my very amazing band members here. So we have Yosua Ardito on bass and Robert Girsang on drums. Okay, so for the next song is also a part of my debut EP. It's called Hirap Hirup. Enjoy. Okay, that was Hirap Hirup. For the next three songs, I'm going to invite one of the best saxophonists, Ricky Dani. Where's Ricky Dani? Okay. Okay, so for the next three songs, we're gonna be playing my unreleased originals. The next one is going to be Suki, which came from a Japanese word meaning moon. Okay, ready? Okay, I hope you enjoy my music. So here is Suki. That was Suki. For the next one is also one of my unreleased originals. It was inspired by a very famous English classic. It's called Anne of the Green Gables. I watched the movie in Netflix. The title was Anne with an E. I don't know if you guys have watched the movie yet. If you haven't, you should. That's really good. Okay, so I was inspired by the story and I wrote Graveyard of Buried Hopes. So, okay, enjoy. Okay. For the next song is also one of my originals, my unreleased originals. It's called Pinarak, which came from a Japanese word meaning asking someone politely to come hang out with us. So that's why tonight I just want to invite all of you guys to just dance to the rhythm or clap along to the rhythm. Just enjoy the music as much as we enjoy playing it. So here is Pinarak. we've reached almost the end of my performance tonight. So for the last song is also part of the EP. Please don't forget to stream to my EP that I just released back in May. It's called Either Or. It's up on all streaming platforms. Okay, so before we end the show, I just want to thank Forum Jazz again and at America for this amazing opportunity tonight. Also thank you for Mas Tiko and Kak Indrawan for the opportunity. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy my music. And here is Abditori. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys like my music, and don't forget to stream my EP. Thank you so much.
Yes, tepuk tangan untuk Lana Tiffanie Group. One more time for Lana Tiffanie. Yes, thank you so much. What an amazing performance from Lana Tiffanie Group tonight. And tepuk tangan untuk kalian semua. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming to At America, everyone. If you guys are interested in attending more events here in At America, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at AT America on Instagram, X, and also Facebook and YouTube. And also visit our website at www.atamerica.or.id. Once again, a round of applause for Lana Tiffanie. Yes, yes, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, everyone, for coming. And see you at the next At America event. Thank you, everyone.